social banking from GT Bank. Anywhere, anytime, any device.
Today, I'm going to show you how to make my lemongrass-centered coconut rice and jumbo shrimp okra stew. To do this, first, I'm going to grab my rice. Rice goes in pan. Just about 1 cup of rice, enough for just 2. So that's our rice washed. And now to make the lemongrass centered coconut rice, I'm gonna get 1 can of coconut milk. And we have to open this guy up. The tin of coconut milk in there, just about 2 cups of coconut milk in there. And I really like the taste of coconut milk because it's somewhat creamy and it gives you that tropical feel, you know. The lemongrass is gonna go in now, and ideally I should use a string, but I don't have a string, so I'm gonna use a lemongrass as my string. Now, all the flavor in a lemongrass is really at the tip right there, so we wanna make sure that we get as much of that in our rice. So I'm gonna grab 1, 2, and 3 large lemongrass leaves, bend that in 2, tie that, okay, and put at the base of our pan. About 1 cup of water in there to boil the rice. Put that in there, and that should cook our rice. And now we want to put some salt in our water. Just about 2 teaspoons of salt should do. Put on our heat. So medium-high heat, cover our rice, and that's done. And next we're going up to our okra. So I'm gonna go in my fridge and grab all the vegetables I need. Peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, and green peppers. Nice colors. Some tomatoes. Don't really need chili, so I'm gonna put that back in there. But I want some kick of spices, so I'm gonna use Scotch bonnets. Okay? All right, so now we get started with our okra. I'm gonna wrap this from over here. Now, okra is this really green and somewhat slimy vegetable, high in fiber, and it's quite the antioxidant. Now, what I want to do here is use this okra in somewhat different way. And I don't want it to have the slime or the draw. And to do that, I'm gonna cook it with some onions in a hot pan, okay? Stove, heat. And while that's heating up, I want to grab some onions. And just about a half onion should do, really. And okra. So cover this up, let that cook. Oh, I can smell the lemongrass. Oh, there we go. Delicious. Can't wait for that to be done. Now, I'm going straight into my vegetables. I'm going to wash and seed the peppers and then cut them in different sizes for added variety. Next, to our tomatoes. So let's check out our rice and see how that's doing. And it's cooked. So we'll take this off the heat. So we're gonna get our saucepan. put that on the heat. So now I'm going to use some coconut oil, and I like to use this as opposed to olive oil because it has a more neutral flavor and a lower burn rate. Okay, so just about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, just enough to coat the pan, the base there. Okay. I'm going to get started by sauteing the onions and tomatoes. Now, these are jumbo shrimps, and as you can see, they've been cleaned already. And to clean the shrimp, all you really want to do is take the head off and the tail. So now I have shrimp. I'm only going to use about 6 pieces of shrimp here. So that's 4, 5, and 6. So set that aside. Salt, some black pepper, some white pepper, some ginger, and some crushed peppers and garlic. Just a pinch of pepper, just for that heat, and then toss. We're gonna set that aside for a few minutes so that the seasoning can work as magic. And I like to do that in the fridge, so I'll set that in the fridge. Okay. Check on our tomatoes, which have started to cook down. And at this point, we really just want to put in all our vegetables. So the rest of our vegetables goes in. 1 seasoning cube would do. Pinch of salt, some black pepper, some white pepper, and again, crushed garlic and peppers. That's it for seasoning. Stir it through. On the side of the rice, I'm going to have some plantain. I'm only going to use 1 plantain. So most of you already know how to fry plantain, but I'm going to cut it slightly different here. Okay? All we need to do now is put in our shrimps. So grab the shrimps, and then what I'm going to do is move all this to one side, and then I'm going to lay my shrimps just down there. I'm a huge fan of coconut rice, you know, and since I discovered lemongrass scented coconut rice, which I made in my first dinner here at Millet, it's always been a favorite in my kitchen. And you can see the shrimps have started to cook. And then finally, the okra. Which goes in last. Okay. Right. It's amazing how the okra comes through pretty much immediately after you put it in. You know, I can taste the okra, I can taste the shrimps, you know. And by the time this cooks through, it'll be quite delicious. So we'll cover that down. And now it's time to start plating. So plate upside down, right in the middle, flip upside down, and just release. There we go. All right, and now our stew. Okay, so let's get the vegetables. Just wrap that around some shrimps. Just one on top there. And finally, for garnish, some parsley just right there. And there we have it, our lemongrass scented coconut rice and stir-fried okra stew. I'm gonna dig in now. Oh wow. You know, who said okra always had to be in a soup? I would have this all day, every day. I really love how healthy this tastes and how the lemongrass just sips in at the end. You should try this at home. This is Dishing Out. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Unos, and if you did enjoy that video, which I know you did, you better subscribe to our channel and you can watch more videos too.